Good morning, St. Francis. It is Wednesday, June the 2nd, 2021, Wednesday of the 9th week of the year. Coming to you this morning from the tree grove that is alongside, again, the pastoral offices. I was here a couple of months ago, I think. Alongside the pastoral offices and the back of the church is kind of right over here. The pastoral offices entrance is right over there. And it's this grove of trees. It's beautiful Carolina pines, but I don't know if there's if there's hickory or if there's white ash or cottonwood. I think there's a maple in here. We should identify all the trees here on the campus because there are a variety of them that are quite lovely. So this little grove of trees. You can come here, you can stand. It's not much else. We should have chairs or something like that here. I don't know if there are any snakes or whatever underneath the pine thing. I haven't stepped on any yet, so hopefully I won't today. In the readings today, continue with the saga of Tobit. It gets a bit racy, and that's always something to remember. Again, Scripture is not pristine. Scripture is not Victorian. Scripture is not prudish. It lays it out there many times in ways that make us uncomfortable because we do not think of God and sexuality. We do not think of God and sex, basically. But here, Tobit's wife, or the one who will become Tobit's wife, is plagued by a demon, Asmodeus, who will not allow the marriage night to be completed with a variety of husbands that she is given, and so on and so on and so on. And again, Raphael intervenes again to make things all better. Tobit is a wonderful read. It is good that we read it during the weekdays. We also do read it a bit on Sundays. I forget which year though. But open up Tobit. Open up this reading today if you have a chance to do so, and just see again where God allows us to know everything about everything. And for us to be so prudish about it kind of may stop revelation and the wonder and the glory of God from being revealed in our midst. In the same way, we have the gospel, again, Mark, where Jesus is, this entire section of Mark's gospel is where the Pharisees are trying to catch Jesus in a lie or catch Jesus in some befuddlement to make fun of him, to show that he's nothing but a charlatan and somebody who's fake and not really the Messiah, not really who everyone keeps thinking that he is. And this one is about familial responsibilities to in-laws, I guess you could call it. So again, within Jewish law, if the husband of a wife dies, she is passed down throughout the variety of other male siblings within the family itself. And, the question is that this woman, will have a number of husbands, and if there is a resurrection at the last day, to whom will she be married, at that resurrection? And Jesus says, you are such a bunch of idiots. And that is again, it's a wonderful way in which Jesus relates, to the arrogance and the pomposity and all of this, self-centeredness and egotism that is so fearful of the possibility of God doing something different, and the possibility of God being revealed as something that is quite unexpected and unanticipated in our lives. And so we put up all kinds of barriers and resistance, to it. And he says, again, if in this resurrection there is neither marrying or given in marriage or whatever it is, we are one in union with each other and with this God. And the reason why, he says that is not because, again, it's about marriage and who's married to who, and marriage, and who can marry whom, and why would they get married to begin with, et cetera, et cetera. It is about love. Because again, unfortunately, this Jewish practice was basically to keep property rights, and dowries within a family. And so why would you, again, if a woman's husband dies and she were to leave that family, so would the dowry go with her, and the family would be without, an income or a source of income or some kind of savings account or whatever it is that she brought with it. So keep passing her down the line so that, we can make sure that the dowry is kept. It's not about love. It's not about whether or not the woman wanted to be married to these brothers, or even if these brothers wanted to be married to her after the original brother dies. Again, if love is not the heart of what it is when we come together in union, if love is not what brings us together, if love is not what cements the relationships and the bonds that we forge in this life, then those bonds and those relationships mean nothing. And legalisms cannot create love. Legalisms cannot allow us to experience love or to live out of the power of love and what love offers to us of life that is abundant, that is wonderful, and that is glorious. An important lesson always for us to learn, particularly in this time and age in which we wonder who can be married to whom, and why would they be married to begin with. May God show us always the way in which we know what it means to love, and to embrace that love which gives life to all that we encounter. May the Lord give you peace.